Let's do it!
Ah, ooh, boy, I haven't popped my back in a couple of days. That feels pretty good. Hey, Ost, what's going on, dude? How are you doing today? Hopefully you had a good holiday. Yeah, we're finally finishing this game up tonight. Just chilling. What are you doing for chilling out right now? Everything's going pretty okay. It was a good holiday for us. I just got back from eating dinner at my parents again because we had a lot of leftovers. It was a nice holiday for you. You had a feast and went to the movie. Ooh, what'd you guys watch? Yeah, we had a lot of really good food yesterday. No complaints as far as kicking back, right? I don't think I can skip this. No, I can't. Oh yeah, I forgot the new Avatar movie is out. How was it? Yeah, what do you think of the new one? Is it comparable to the others? I've never seen any besides the first one, by the way. It was really good. Gosh, I can't even imagine what the story is going to be like at this point, because, I mean, I think the humans are still there, right? I really enjoyed the first movie. That's because Stephen Lang as the bad guy was really good. It was way better than the second one for sure. I've never seen the second one or the third one. I mean, obviously I didn't see the third one because it just came out. But I haven't seen the second one yet. The humans are still there. So, why are the humans still there? I mean, they're clearly, like, not welcome. They're just trying to get kicked out of the planet, right? Pandora, whatever it is. Yeah, I can't even fathom the reason they would still be there. Oh, okay, well, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I guess that's been like that since the beginning, so they're not so easily deterred, I guess. With such an impossible task, though. Oh. Oh, crap. Well. I need to remember that I suck at this. I don't know. Depth perception in this game sucks whenever I don't have a, Oh! Come on! A, shadow to go off of. Also, sorry about the ads. Oh, yeah, I guess because it's not like oxygen or it's got some sort of toxic things for humans. Yeah, no problem. I'll talk when the ads are over. Oops. I'm knocking my mic. Oof, my neck. I don't think I can resubmit that, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, yeah, it still kept me as 28. Okay.
Leave my memories here.
Alright, well, there's no reason for me to have money anymore now, so that's fine. Nope. I forgot this room kind of sucks. There we go. Oh gosh, is she texting me already? So, okay, we're in the tower. Yeah, hi Kiara. Welcome on in. Also, guys, if you haven't been following Kiara of Mist, she plays a lot of really cozy games. Is also a really big retro fan like I am. You're out of ads now. Welcome back. But yeah, I remember that they wore masks whenever they were on the planet in the first movie. I don't know. It's just something about Avatar just never really like intrigued me that much, I guess. I don't know. I was never that big of a fan of it. But yeah, I wanted to be sure that you knew I was live so you could watch this. Yeah, we're fine. Also, look at my HP, by the way. Yeah, so the minimum percent playthrough that I'm doing right now, look at my HP. Look at my HP, look at my my BP. I have the bare minimum. We first met when someone... By the way, Legend Dragoon, guess what I'm playing next after this game? I'm playing Legend Dragoon. Ouch. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, I am playing Legend Dragoon next on Retro Achievements after this, too. Yeah, Folsey's playing that right now. Which, Folsey's also a really cool creator, too, if nobody's been following him. Yeah, Folsey, he was playing... I think he's playing that right now, isn't he? Well, not like this very second, but he's currently playing that on his channel. Alright. Well, that's a full heal. First time playthrough, which is so wild to me. How far is he in on the game so far? Like, what disc is he on? I recommended that game to him a long time ago. I really do like Legend Dragoon. Although, I gotta say, the thing that I think is the worst aspect about that game is the voice acting is not good at all. Even for like a 2000 game, it's terrible. And they have no excuse. They have no excuse because look at the voice acting of this game. Yeah, the voice acting in this is way better than Legend Dragoon. Uh-oh. Hey, DZ, what's going on, dude? How are you? In case you want to chat here. Last time I saw it was still Disc 1. Yeah, how was your holiday, DZ? Happy holidays to you. The voice acting for Legend of Dragoon wasn't the greatest, but it was still a great game. I think... So, it's funny because, like, the biggest example I can think of as far as the bad voice acting is the very end of the game whenever Sean is like, ah! It's really funny. It's Ben from Goemon. So apparently Ben is actually is supposed to be a reference to a character from, I guess, Japanese legend called Benkei. Like, even him actually just dying standing up is supposed to be a reference, like, with him just passing out standing up in this game. How was your... It was a really good Christmas, DZ. I got some Pokemon socks. I also got an Astrobot controller from my PlayStation 5. It was a really good holiday, dude. What'd you get? Ouch. Yeah, I remember since I had like no damage on my Lumina level up, I have to do this really slowly. Oh boy. The Big Bird was a very expensive game. Ooh, nice. What are you going to be playing on your laptop? Yeah, if you get a new gaming laptop, it means you're going to be playing something very nice and special on it then, right? Oh, gosh. The 5090 RTX. I assume that's like the latest one, right? There we go. Yeah, 59. That's got like a lot farther than I thought. I thought we were still in the 4000s. Oh boy. This is gonna take a long time. The highest tier one. Gosh, you know, I think next computer I'm probably gonna just build it myself. Maybe get like a good graphics card like that. If one for the scalpers, you know. The biggest thing I want to try to remember about this fight is not to get hit by a bomb. Do ya? Ah, damn it. Gosh, maybe I have to get a cheese. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna eat a cheese. Hey, Dynastic, good to see you, man. How are you? I bought myself a bunch of games on Steam sale. The Arkham games, Tomb Raider Survivor, the OG Half-Life games, Mass Effect, State of Decay, and the 2 Red Dead Redemptions. Have you got... So which one of those have you played before? Any of those repeats? All great games, by the way. Do ya? Hey, welcome on in, Pasta. Yeah, just for the New Year's, man. How are you doing? You played the Arkham and the Tomb Raider games. Have you, I think the OG, like the remaster of the original trilogy's on there too. You gonna play those? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, man. How are you? Also, Strawberry, thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate that. How are you? Let me give a shout out to Strawberry. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, Merry Crimbo to you. Well, Pasta. Did you end up doing anything special for your holiday? What did everybody get for their holidays? For their presents? I did not get any games specifically, believe it or not. I did not get any games specifically. I said Merry Christmas. What did you get? Did you get anything, Pasta? Sorry, I assume I'm not being loud enough. Or am I stuttering my words again? Oh, okay. There's some noise going on. Also, Auntie, how's it going, buddy? Do I eat another cheese? Yeah, I'll eat another cheese here. Auntie, good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? Good to be good. Thank you for saying hi to everybody. Yeah, anybody else get anything good for Christmas? I didn't get any games. I got, an Astrobot Joyful controller. I also got some Pokemon socks, and I also got a Ninja Combi, which is for cooking. Hey, welcome to the shout out, dude. And you're already... Oh, the debts. Hey, that's why I tell people if you can... If you can help not being in debt, that's probably the best thing you'd ever do for yourself, honestly. Yeah, Strawberry, I saw that. Are you okay? Yeah, Strawberry, I saw that. I saw that thing that happened the other day. Hopefully you're okay. Save me some cheese, JBL. The silence of mouse the night before Christmas. No, it's not a creature is stirring. Not even the house. Yeah, Strawberry. Yeah, I saw that picture. Of the what was that, yesterday? Good grief. Say, Wingman, happy belated Christmas to you, man. Yeah, it was some really cool stuff, dude. Did you get anything for Christmas? You got a Loungefly backpack. What's Loungefly? Give me some details. What's that supposed to be as far as brand? I don't know anything about backpacks. Kyora is croqueting and charging phone. Cutie is speaking for her. Oh, hi, Cutie. Yeah, if Kyora is enjoying the croqueting, what is she making right now? Yeah, good to see you as well. Cutivex, hope you have a good holiday too, man. Didn't get anything or order too many expenses to focus on a present and little jobs to cover them. Too much stress already. That, again, the biggest thing I always tell people is if they can do anything about getting themselves out of debt, that's always what I encourage people to do first. But yeah, hopefully you're able to like find some kind of like solace out of that though. Being able to like spend time with some loved ones, dude. So what's the plan now then, Strawberry? What about your insurance? How's that gonna be able to handle? Can it handle all of that, or what happened? It did say mouse DZ. It actually did. Um, but you went in and out of many debt many times. Now I am out for good. So the only debt I have ever been at in my life was for my car, and I did that on purpose because I was able to build my credit score up by being on top of the car payments. But other than that, I always say for anybody, if they can get out of debt, it's probably best. I got a PSN card. Picked up Fantasy Life 1 and saving the rest for Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined or Resident Evil 9. I had gotten my brother-in-law. So we got my brother-in-law and my sister a PS5 and a VR2 headset. And then I also gave him a PSN card, and he's been playing all the old PlayStation classic games on the line. Like, he played Medieval, he played Ratchet and Clank, he played Tomb Raider. He's been having a lot of good times with it so far, because he doesn't like Xbox anymore. Yes, me and Kyora and the kiddos went to New York. Yeah, she mentioned you guys went over to New York. You guys are going to be back, I think she said Sunday or Monday. So hopefully traveling back is going to be safe for you guys, especially during the holiday, and hopefully not having any kind of delays with your uh, flights. Also, by the way, that sentence got blocked because I made adding my name a blocked term, so you totally didn't do anything wrong. Did I beat the time challenge? Yes, I did. I got to Soda Fountain. They want me to get there in 33 in-game days and 5.5 hours. I got there in 20 days and 3 hours. So plenty of time. So we actually got it in there. The last achievements we're going to get is beating the game with minimum HP, minimum BP, no sword abilities, and no unnecessary legendary equipment. So I have just the bracers and the shoes, and that's it, because you have to have those. It's a mini backpack that looks small, but the pockets are deep and really handy for trips to theme parks. Do you go to theme parks very often, Auntie? Imagine being able to like be on your feet all day and just having everything you need in one backpack, you know? I bet it's probably pretty handy. Medieval is such a good game. I wouldn't mind doing Medieval on stream, but probably for a Halloween thing. I think, yeah, by the way, the next game that we're doing is we are doing Legend of Dragoon Retro Achievements, so anybody who's not seen Legend of Dragoon before, we're going to be doing that. Medieval is hard for me along with Super and Ghouls and Ghosts is way harder than Medieval. And then Ghouls and Ghosts also had a spiritual successor game on the PS2 called Maximo. If I remember Maximo, was it called Ghost to Glory or whatever that's called? That was like the same thing as Ghouls and Ghosts. It was actually much harder. It's snowing 10 inches. Oh gosh, already 6 inches. So we might leave a little later to let the roads clear a little bit. I kind of wish we had some of that snow. Do you want to know how hot it is right now out here in my part of the Midwest? It got the high of 70 degrees today. And it was just a little bit colder than that, like 65. So we kind of had a bit of a green Christmas. So if you want to give some of that snow over to us, Cutivex, I would love for you to do that. I go about 4 times a year. What are your favorite theme parks to go to, Auntie? So PS1. Yeah, it would have to be PS1. What's really cool about the PS4 version of Medieval, the remake, is they have the original PS1 version embedded into that too. Do what? I'm sorry. Oh, no worries. I said, would you give us some of that snow? If you've got 10 inch, you're gonna get 10 inches. It's like 70 degrees outside where I'm at, so I could use some of that snow. Also, if I'm speaking too fast for people, just let me know, because I know people have background noises, so maybe I'm not speaking loud enough. Oh, I know I also speak really fast, so yeah, sorry about that. I got 5 inches of snow today. Give me some of that too, DZ. Like, come on, guys, give me some of that snow. It's like completely warm out right now. I'll bring an inch back for you. It's gotta be like next day shipping, or else it's just gonna be just water though. So make sure to put like a block of dry ice or anything like that to preserve it. Christmas is over. I'm good with it now. Turning to summer early. What about spring? Did anybody like spring? Because my birth month is in March, so I'm in like right at the beginning of spring. I kind of like spring weather. You usually just go to Disneyland, but you also love Universal Studios and Knott's Berry. What is Knott's Berry Farm? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't know. I know what the other places are, but I don't know about Knott's Berry Farm. Oh man, I hate this place. Spring is great for the first week. Around here, spring is very cold until it gets to about late May. I really don't like this place, by the way. When you were like, wait, I can wear shorts and a t-shirt outside again, and it's comforters too. The only parts about spring that I don't like is whenever it's actually warm enough in the day, and then it gets just get really cold at night. You have to like switch between short sleeve and long sleeve. It's America's first theme park, has the Peanuts characters. It's difficult to explain. I'll have to probably look it up whenever I get a chance. It sounds kind of cozy, actually. Yeah, America's first. Yeah, so it's like mad old, like in the 1800s, and yeah. Speaking of those theme parks, Auntie, do you ever watch those videos of Defunctland where it shows all these abandoned theme parks and like, you know, different histories of different resort areas? You ever watch that video? I love that. I love those videos. The one I watched was the Nickelodeon Hotel one I watched last week. It has been a while though. He hasn't put any videos out in a while either though. Oh gosh. You know, I love whenever my parents... Well, my parents aren't bored. They're playing some... Ah, my mom's talking about it. I hate this room, too. It took me such a long time to figure out how to jump. She was asking me about a sparkling cider. My parents have been playing Dead Island right now. So I was kind of surprised my mom ended up texting me right now. I added Double Dare series and Nickelodeon Cut series to my Cartoon Bonanza hard drive and the TV show. Oh, you're talking about like the old, yeah, that's like some mad old stuff there. Kayora says F those doors. I agree with her. It took me the longest room it took for me to beat was the one with the bars where you have to flip like that, because I kept doing it the wrong way and just shoot myself right into the abyss. It sucked ass. They're playing the original. They're playing the definitive version, and they are on chapter 10. So they're about 70% done with the main story. I think the last one I watched was Discovery Island. You love Nickelodeon because the aggro crag is amazing. I remember... All I remember watching back in those days was it was just called Slime Time Live. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I sure did. Fuck. I went the wrong way. So you have to do these doors in a certain order. If you don't remember what the order is, your calendar that you have in your key items is what you're supposed to be doing. I was trying to go based off memory, but this this key item thing over here, you're supposed to go off the order of those symbols right there. Parents were gamers. I guess they should be happy if I had friends whose parents thought games rotted your brains and never got any. So back in the 80s and the 90s, there's a lot of parents that thought that video games were going to promote violence because one guy named Joseph Lieberman decided to make it so that basically you were a violent sociopath if you played video games because the whole Columbine thing happened. So people who played Doom were sociopaths, apparently. Yeah, these rooms don't really, they don't really do it for me. Yeah, again, I thought maybe I could do it just based off of my memory, but... Yeah, this room gave me a lot of trouble. I have to constantly just go backwards or else I just shoot myself right into the abyss. Whoops. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to get on top of this. Boy, that was dumb of me. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, this door. I also love how some of these platforms, you just get caught on them. There we go. The music in this is really nice. Dude, I gotta tell you, the whole soundtrack is excellent. If you want to look up the Brave Fencer Musashi soundtrack on YouTube, it's all there in a playlist. It's such a good soundtrack. Yeah, one of the best soundtracks in the whole series, or in the whole Square Enix library, I think. And I remember, I just played this all the way through recently. Wait, no, it's not right. It gets even better after this level too. Let me tell you something. It gets really good here after this level. Yeah, I'd better wait. Alright, we have another boss coming. I can do this guy without getting hit pretty easily. I'm gonna let this guy talk because he's so good.
Kind of you to come.
Just enjoy this voice
Your
acting.
Next opponent is Leader Force's brilliant boss, Ed.
Huh? So you're their leader?
You're looking at him. I may be small, but you can't defeat me.
Way to jinx myself.
Ben, I must thank you, but before you go to your grave.
What do you mean?
You will be put away by me. Then I can give Lumina to Capricola and be promoted and live happily ever after.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
you
funny.
wish. You're gonna burn for what you tried to do to the village!
We'll see about that. Enough chit-chatting. Better say your prayers.
Uh-oh. I hate myself. At least I'm laughing at the villain. It's really funny because, like, even if, like, you know, I'm not making fun of people stuttering, but just, his voice is so good. Oh boy. I can't hit him there. That water shield's very important because I can block myself from the laser. At least I know where he spawns. Stuttering is rough and is absolutely something you should never laugh at. The same thing as the villain trying to be intimidating to the laughter just comes out naturally. Well, the thing about it is, it's just that there's so much personality in what the voice actor is doing with the stuttering too. Stuttering by itself is terrible, but he's also an asshole. This guy also set a village on fire, so don't forget about that. Ooh, that was a crit. The fact this guy has a Kamehameha is also crazy too, by the way. Okay, he should die next barrage. There we go. You only got hit once there.
Colonel Capricola, amen.
Anyways, bye. Excuse me. Whoops. Okay, we have part 3 of this now. This is probably the best overworld music in the game, I think. Oh gosh, I'm already dead. Wow. Yeah. By the way. Yeah, so that's the other thing about having like no HP means I die from pretty much anything. So let's try that again. I'm halfway damaged with that fight with Ed. Yeah, I have like half HP. Oh, gosh. Jeez, I better be really careful. Gosh. Yeah, like I said, I have, like, no HP, so maybe I better not take any damage at all. If I had my maximum 500, I'd be fine. These grenade guys are, kind of rough. Oh boy. I gotta try to avoid as much combat as I can. Yeah, like those guys. This is maybe the hardest part of the game as far as me trying to not get damage. I could use that item over there, though. What is in here? X drink, okay. So, let's keep that just in case. Oh, come on! Went right through the bush. Oh, well, I'm not damaging health. There we go, getting a lot of BP back. There we go. Well, I can keep my BP gaining up. I should be fine. If I can just get to the boss fight, I should be fine. Again, it's surviving all this without dying. Hey, Energize, what's going on, dude? How was your holiday? Hopefully it was a good one. Oh, damn it. There we go. There we go. Again, we just gotta survive through all these gates. So it's gonna be a bit of a gauntlet. I don't celebrate the holidays. I treat them as any other day, which is fair. Today I went to work and only found out they've been let go because they found someone more fitted for the position? What is that supposed to mean? Like, did they give you like any more kind of explanation? Sorry to hear that, though. Hey, thanks for the work, Austin. Yeah, things been okay. I'm sorry to think that happened to you, dude. So, do you have anything, anything else, like, anything that you can fall back on, or? Oh, these guys take so much damage. I'm not sure what we're going to do from here. Timing wasn't great, so I'm going to send out some applications, see what happens. Yeah, that's the only thing you can really do, honestly. I wish you best of luck on it, too. That stuff could be rough, especially in the holidays. Yeah, no worries. Oops. There we go. Not a big fan of having to fight those guys. Oh gosh! Ouch, that really hurt. I have how many more cheeses left? I have 4. Okay, I should be okay. Especially since these will insta-kill them. These bombs. Can I not block those lasers? Oh gosh. Now you should be able to clear, right? Oh gosh, I still have to do topo. Oh boy, gosh. Man, I used like 3 cheeses there too. Good grief. Yeah, of course, Energize. Thanks for hanging out, though, dude. Yeah, take all the time you need. Hope things do get better for you.
Not bad.
Topo is too easy. She is now. Easy.
Too good.
Yeah, so even if I had not wanted to get the all the things completed, it would have made me because they have the last Crest Guardian up here. So there's a. Okay, thank goodness I have more healing. Yeah, because I'm gonna need these for the final bosses. She had her 15 seconds of fame. That's what she was trying for sure. All right, we're in the last stretch already, which is kind of crazy. I thought that the finale was going to be shorter than, or longer than that, but this may be a short stream, guys.
Hey, that's
Can I skip this? No, I can't skip this.
Musashi! Capricola, you loser! Where are you taking her?
Tower of Death is a hard fight, though. Alright, here's the final stretch. Here's part 1. Ouch, man, this really hurts. Oh, there it is. I see it. We have an ad break coming in 5 minutes. That reminds me of the dancing boss, the one that's... Oh, I mean Topo? Yeah, I just got past this one, that one. Yeah, I like Topo. Topo, I haven't even failed at all. Like, completely flawlessly. Because I always like rhythm bosses. Oh, there it is. Remember, I'm doing like bare minimum stuff too. So minimum HP, minimum BP. Ouch. There we go. First try on the Tower of Death. Wow. Boy, I had a lot of practice on these guys with the deathless, or the hitless runs.
The sky. This is it.
I can't skip
Wonder
this,
what
can I?
kind of power
Nope,
I'll get.
I cannot. Alright, we're finally doing the final boss.
Unless you do not care what happens to this girl.
Musashi.
Musashi. Anyways, I'm gonna skip these. I believe in the power of Retro. I believe in the power of JB Arcade. How you doing, buddy? I'm gonna give you a shout out while we're waiting for this finale here.
You killed my parents.
Kill my parents! You Arcade did not kill my parents. How was Mario Party Jamboree, dude? Also, happy holidays to you. Hopefully it was a good holiday. Yeah, we're doing this with bare minimum stuff.
John, watch out!
My gosh, that is a little dark for a rated E game, for sure.
Yeehaw! Bullseye! Hey, Pops, you all right?
Kind of a weird mask he's got going on, too. It was wild. Me and 3 other cuties just being goofballs. That's the way to play. That's like how most Mario parties are supposed to go. The mood whiplash of the entire game was goofy. Then the last dungeon. Oh, yeah. Freaking John gets shot in the back. Yeah, this game is kind of dark at the very end. Like most Square Enix games. That's what happens when you summon a god of destruction. Not that god of destruction, but you already know what I mean. Like Racing Lagoon. I mean Chocobo Racing Lagoon or just Racing Lagoon? I don't know what that is. There's a lot of things you guys know that I don't. And it's the guy from that one movie. Tim Curry as the devil. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you and racing games, that's kind of synonymous. So I should have expected as much. I'm doing pretty good, man. Got a lot of really cool stuff for Christmas. Got some Pokemon socks I was going to probably put on for stream, too, but I don't want people looking at my feet. Because I already have a couple of people on stream sometimes who are very weird about that stuff. Also, sorry about for the ads. And he gets stomped. Kind of a sad way to go if you think about it. Yeah, what, you probably caught it ads right now, but I was going to ask you what you got for Christmas. You know, I expected this, this finale to be a lot longer. Because, you know, I didn't expect all this, to go right quickly. I thought that last stretch before Topa was going to be the hardest part. And it was. Because I died there the longest. Or the most amount of time, rather. Oh gosh. I have to get fully healed before I do this. I feel like Need for Speed pretty tame and all that, but then we get one casualty to the crest. Oh gosh! So they definitely don't shy away from people like actually going through dangerous racing like in real life and getting hurt like that. You gotta kind of admire the sense of realism to it, right?
Princess, watch out! What? Princess!
And everybody gathered for the tournament, and one team gets more and more anxious for winning the spot to qualify. We win the thing literally crushes dreams. Don't you like the NPCs? How you feel like, you know, it's like a nothing personal thing, but since you're the protagonist, you gotta do that protagonist energy on them instead of the other way around. Unwittingly, literally. You gotta love dashing hopes and dreams like that. Squidward's hopes and dreams. What a baby. Oh gosh. I love going the wrong way to start with, and I'm dead. Hell yeah. Ew. What do we say? We get a checkpoint for that. Welcome back from the ads, by the way. We are in the last segment of the running away before we get to the final boss. Again, for this game, this is very forgiving that it got us to a... Come on. Ew. Yeah, very forgiving for this part of the game. I guess they don't want you to redo the Tower of Death. I think he died. No, I didn't. I'm alive. Don't you see that right there? Look, he's hopping around, happy on his cheekbones. He's alive. No, in all actuality though, this is the last part of the game. Very forgiving when it comes to dying. I have none of my sword abilities, by the way, so I'm doing this guy the hard way. Yep, I don't have the Rumpanori special. I do not have it. You said you got stuck on this guy, didn't you? I can see why he's a hard fight, though. For sure, especially if you don't know how to, like, cheese him. Thank you, Kayara. I'll show you what we do. So if you approach him from, like, his left side without going too far towards his tail, he'll try to grab you, and then he can't do anything. Range almost catatonic state. What is this game rated for? If he's acting like that, either you're exaggerating or this is like a rated T game. Because I say it's kind of dark for a rated E game. Oh boy. Yeah, but it gets worse. I'll have to watch some video game, but this does not sound like an rated E, like E fair. Come on! I didn't even get a chance to move. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. We attend the tournament. Gosh, this is like a story here. We win, but instead of a full, you're painting a very good visual picture for me here. Here's the news that our teammate Maz was found in the ocean. I don't know who that is. And he's effectively dead, and the guy from the beginning almost dies in the hospital. So what is this game rated? If it's like doing like very like dark stuff for like a racing game, this seems like a lot of unnecessary stuff for a racing game. Oh, okay. Oh, teammates Mazda. Okay. I get what you're saying. I was like, I don't know who Mazda is. Yeah, this is very complicated for a racing game. So yeah, just stay on his left side. Protagonist starts losing out before mentioning the horde. What is this game? You said it was on the PS1. I assume like elaborate FMVs for this too, huh? Yeah, this seems a little much for a racing game. Jeez. Imagine actually having consequences for your actions in a racing game. I should probably heal before this next part of the fight. Well, they're pretty basic. Proportions are whacking the character. They look like, oh, so like all buff and stuff. Like, they have like huge arms and little heads and all that, and like huge torsos. So a little bit of comedicness to it. Old square scuff with cutscenes. I like how everybody, like, in, well, hang on. Son of a bitch. I guess he's calling early. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I guess they want to do their phone call a little early, I guess. See, I like the more experimental Squaresoft games, like Einhander and this game and Parasite Eve. They did a lot of really cool stuff back in those days. There we go. This music. Woo! Alright, I should probably heal. Oh, hi, Frieza. It is Frieza. It might as well be Frieza. I didn't realize this was supposed to be Kohiro. Oh, shit! Oh! I really dislike this attack. Oh, this one. I probably better go eat a cheese. Shit. Yes. Yeah, he does. Yeah, so this is the last phase you gotta do. You gotta basically dodge the attack so he becomes normal, absorb him with fusion, and then just smack him when that eyeball shows up. There we go. Alright, that's it, guys. We did it. Yeah, he has like a whole set pattern of his attacks. That is the game mastered, by the way. Look at that. We got 4 and 1. Hell yeah. That's another mastery there. I'm not reading this again. Can I skip this? No, I can't. Let's just sit to the credits anyways. Yeah, guys, that's another mastery done. Hell yeah. That was, of course, a very short finale because I didn't expect Soda Fountain to be that easy. But yeah, we beat it with no HP upgrades, no BP upgrades besides what we can get, because what we have to get for the story. No stored abilities and no legendary equipment besides what you have to get. Thanks for the GG. And I'm like the 45th person on the site out of like over 2,000 people who's mastered the game. So let me take a look-see. Oh gosh, dude, that's a lot. Hang on, I'm not reading that out loud.
Mom! Dad! It's all your fault! It's all because you went on vacation and, left me all alone!
There, my child, you're correct. It is all my fault.
That's a lot for it's a Square Enix game, so that makes a lot of sense for Square Enix.
Destroy the castle, dear.
From now on, we will tell you before we take a vacation.
Is
Thank you for the
Mommy
GG, Wingman.
sorry? Huh? No, that's not what I mean.
Don't get so upset, my child.
Don't you like this ending?
By the way, who is that little person?
Who is a little person?
Oh, him? He saved my life.
Saved your life?
You don't mean that something happened while we were away?
Nothing happened. Right, Ripson?
Little. I'm the 43rd person who's mastered it. Last person since October 9th.
Princess's party, it doth be very peaceful every day.
Every day.
See?
Princess, I'm gonna go return this. Back in a flash.
All right, Musashi.
Nothing happened. There's a hole in the wall.
That's Lumina, the sword of luminescence.
What the fuck are you doing with that, kid?
Gracious me! And the name Musashi. You cannot be.
Stab the princess right,
I'm the
meow.
legendary Brave Fencer Musashi. How's it going, old man?
Alright, that is officially done with Brave Fencer Musashi. We are officially completed. The complete mastery, too. Ah, man, this is a really good game. I really enjoyed this one a lot. A really rare mastery, too. Let me reorder that on my site thing, actually. Yeah, that's a really cool mastery they got there. It's 146 achievements, which is like the third highest I've gotten on the site, besides Mario Sunshine and Final Fantasy V. What game did this come out? So this came out in... what game did Bugs Life come out? November 18, 1998. This game came out in... July. Okay, so I gotta reorder this. So whenever I do a mastery, I gotta reorder the achievement badge for mastery. So this one's gotta go right before A Bug's Life. There we go. Alright, that is try to know yourself at the princess. F the princess, miss nothing happened, mom and dad. Yeah, you think they would have seen the actual the Steam Knight in the middle of the fucking ravine from the beginning of the game. But apparently not. Man, those are some rare achievements too. The achievements for finishing the game with the minimum requirements, those are very rare right now. Finishing the game without any HP or BP are the high ones. So they're like my second rarest achievement behind the 100 Super Jumps in Mario RPG. Now, they're like, oh, honey, I know you were upset, but you didn't have to wreck the castle. There's a freaking hole in the wall. If I was their parents, I'd be super pissed off. Yeah, like, you better, this is coming up your allowance, young lady. When I get big, I want to master this game too. Whenever you become a fully grown little homunculus like me. I'm a little homunculus. I gotta say, this game, as far as like getting 100% in this game, it's really not that bad. But the thing I gotta warn you about is doing it with a bare minimum of 150 HP and trying to get the soda fountain in 33 in-game days in the same save file gets a little tough. What I recommend is doing the 100% first, because it really teaches you how to do the damageless boss fights. And the bosses are just so much easier on a minimum percent playthrough. A little. It helps a lot. Especially the Ant Queen. Doing the Ant Queen like that is really... like doing it damageless. I think I beat all these bosses first try. Yeah, no, I did. All these boss fights besides the stages. Yeah, we did all these boss fights hitless. That's still a lot. I'm not reading that out loud. Sorry, it's just that I'm kind of a little exhausted for paragraphs right now. This is almost sounding like a Final Fantasy. Are you sure this is not Final Fantasy VII, the racing game? Or you're not gonna like get called over to the Northern Crater, right? Hello, Foxling. Yeah, that was a bit of a short finale, wasn't it? How are you doing, Foxling? It's good to see ya. How was your Christmas, Foxling? There's a Northern Crater. Sure. So it's like the same way. So they basically are just using Final Fantasy VII. How was Hades 2, by the way? Hopefully you had some good stuff for your Christmas. Yep, stab the sword right back in the because the wizard was BS. Okay, so I guess I better think about what we're gonna be doing next. By the way, you didn't celebrate. We mostly had potato and ate good food. I mean, if that makes you happy for the holidays, that's still kind of a nice thing that I do for Christmas. So right. Then again, Racing Lagoon was written by... Oh, so that's why it has like a completely unnecessarily complicated plot. Also, hello, Juan. Juan, we just mastered the game, by the way. Holy smokes, thank you for the 17 months, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, so that's the other thing we want to talk about here. So I got to talk about the next game that we're going to be doing. So I am going to be doing Legend of Dragoon for Retro Achievements. It's going to be requiring... it's not really going to be that bad. But... yeah, we're going right back to the regular RPG run through. I am probably going to be... thank you for Dart. We're probably not going to be doing anything else tonight because I just want to just come in and just finish this game off tonight. Which is another good mastery. But we are going to probably... I don't know. So I'm supposed to be back on streaming Sunday with Kev and Solo and Michaela for the last chapter of Dokapon Kingdom. But... I don't know. I was thinking about maybe streaming after the fact, but it might be a long day for that. You want to do that too? Please tell me. Well, it does. Yes, the achievements do include super bosses. I assume you're telling me all these details about the story, assuming I'm not going to play it, right? Because those are some pretty big spoilers, which I'm not going to be playing it. Yeah, that's a hell of a plot for a racing game. They murder him in cold blood. Gosh, yeah, this is kind of dark for a rated E game, isn't it? Yeah, I probably ain't gonna play it, but it sounds like a pretty like in depth for a racing game. See, I like racing games where you just go, haha, running around the track 3 laps in a row, unlock some funny kooky racers. Thanks for the 100%. Yeah, so yeah, another mastery. I almost said down the drain, under the belt, on the belt. I don't know what the phrase it's supposed to be. But yeah, Legend of Dragoon. It requires doing bosses in certain ways, like a normal RPG would. Beating super bosses, getting 100%, yada, 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 yada. I don't think that playthrough is going to take a very long time. But it's going to be really interesting to see what Legend of Dragoon is going to be like. I do own the game, too, so... I have it in my shelf in the living room, actually. So we'll have the box cover with that as well, too. Yeah, I know this was going to be like a pretty short stream, but I am already not really feeling like doing anything besides finishing the game up tonight, so... unless you guys want to chat for a little bit. I don't know. What are you guys going to think? You're going to have to look at these. Yeah, take a look at it. I've already done a bit of a peek on it. The hardest thing I think I'm going to have to do is fight the super boss that requires all 50 Stardust. Because getting all 50 Stardust is you're going to have a guide in order to find those. Thanks for the GG too, Pasta. Yeah, by the way, this was Pasta's recommended game. So big W for Pasta for recommending Brave Fencer Musashi. Normally I can say that because I know that many aren't interested in racing games, so they are okay with it. Well, that again, like I told somebody on stream last week how they're like, "Oh, I'm too excited. I'm so excited. I want to share it." Yeah, you guys are lucky. You guys are in a really lenient spot as far as spoilers in games because some places are not that forgiving. So, if you guys need to use this as an outlet for that, and you know people aren't going to mind, you do what you got to do. And yes, finding all the Stardust is... yeah, there's 50 of them, and I think... yeah, there's like some of them that you would never know where they would be unless you know exact... it's like literally like using a... you have to basically examine every single object in every single part of the game to be able to find all 50 of them. And then, on top of that, fighting the super boss in that game, you got to be prepared for that too because he's a magical juggernaut, and if you don't have a Legends caster, the appropriate armor that blocks the element that they're weak to, then you're fucked. Yeah, thanks for being here, Kiora. It was really fun to have you and Cutivex hanging out. Frequently, that forgiveness is thrown out the window if it's a JRPG like Grandia, Skies of Arcadia, obviously Final Fantasy. I always treat it in the case of it depends. I know that I am probably the most lenient when it comes to that stuff, but gosh, even for games that nobody's played, people get really See, if I had more of like an active mod team, that would probably be more strict about it. But since nobody really hangs out here, I don't give a fuck. But even for, you know, obscure games like, oh, you're letting out a lot of details. The Legends Casca, yeah, the Legends Casca especially is what you want to have for that. I was like peeking over, like, where is he at now? Yeah, QDivX being able to type instead of you. I know you were croqueting a lot. Holy shitola. Hi, Lightstorm. Lightstorm, we just got mastery in this game. Raiders, welcome on in, everybody. Yeah, we've been just sitting here talking for a little while. We just got done beating Brave Fencer Musashi with the bare minimum stuff. Yeah, dude, we actually beat it with 150 HP, 365 BP, no sword abilities, no upgrades, nothing like that. Also, Lightstorm has also been playing Brave Fencer Musashi. But yeah, what are you guys doing over there in your game today? Plus, welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't know me before, and also I didn't know you streamed. Let me give you a follow there. Yeah, if you guys don't know me, my name is JB Retro. I usually get referred to as JB or Joe, which nobody calls me Joe because I don't want to be too personal, which I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, tell me all about the stream over at Brave Fencer today. How was it? We were just talking about our next game we're going to be playing on stream. It's going to be Legend of Dragoon Retro Achievements. In short, the game is quite dark, so I wanted to share bits of why it's dark. Well, and then, of course, then you said Square Soft. So I'm like, yeah, that kind of just comes par for the course. Pasta was talking about Racing Lagoon for the PlayStation 1. I'm not sure if any of the Raiders played that one yet. Finishing up a randomizer and then playing another. How was the randomizer setup? Did you end up getting screwed by the RNG, or what did it end up happening to you? We were sitting around talking about our next game again, Legend of Dragoon. I don't know if you've played that one yet. Probably going to do a little bit of a chat before, because again, it was going to be a finale stream, but it ended up being incredibly short, so I'm not really sure what else we're going to be doing tonight, to be honest with you. I don't really feel like getting into another game, because I don't have anything set up for Legend of Dragoon, so. But yeah, before I do forget, for any of the Raiders that came in with Lightstorm, definitely if you need to go ahead and get that post-stream self-care in, then if you're not familiar with the whole self-care obligatory routine that we have going on here, that requires getting some food if you need it, any kind of bedtime if it's super late where you're at, or if you just get your eye strain away from the computer screen, then all of those are pretty much required if you need to take that self-care break. But, no, I do appreciate the raid, dude. Yeah, Lightstorm was talking Brave Fencer with me last stream. Well, you got the Sky Scroll pretty early, but the randomizer girl was beating the final boss, so it ended up having to do everything. Jeez. So what are the different variations of the win condition? Is it always a boss, or is it like something else just mundane? Because I know you were mentioning one of the things you had to do is beat Sculpion. Clearly time to set up the Brave Fencer Musashi randomizer. Gosh. That might be a bit of a time. They're also, Evander, welcome on in. Yeah, we were talking about the randomizer quite a bit last stream. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, Lightstorm was talking about that to me last stream. And apparently it has features of just skipping certain cutscenes. Like, apparently you can skip the... Also, I'm going to get some background noise in here, by the way. Hang on, I'm going to load the game back because we get some background noise.
Let's do it!
Let's do it! I'm going to load my other file up so we can go ahead and have some background noise. Yeah, less than 5 hours of the game. That's pretty good. There we go. Now we have some good music in here. Bosses and random NPC count, if I'm not mistaken. Crest Guardians, Rescue NPC, Final Boss. So, specifically NPC count, or specifically rescuing certain NPCs? I gotta say, whenever you do the minimum BP run through this game, there are, what, 7 NPCs you have to rescue from the Bincho Fields? You gotta rescue the 4 in Twin Mountain, and you gotta rescue the 3 of them inside, under the restaurant. You have to rescue the carpenter, the mercenaries, the soldiers. You have to rescue both Lordwicks. Did I hear the GB? Yes, we got the mastery done, Chrissy. If you look at the top right corner, we have 100% in this game. We were just sitting around talking for a little bit. Also, if you guys haven't followed Chrissy Cat's playing the DLC of Legend ZA right now. Any new megas you ran into today, Chrissy? You can pick how many. I love the customization options you've brought up, too. My second randomizer run I started is weird because I got items, NPCs, level ups, and fusion techs from leveling up. I think the best tech that I really enjoyed, the best sword ability that I liked was the Rumpanori special. Because it makes the final boss actually rather easy. There's a really easy way to get him looped if you were able to do that. There was a new mega. Which new mega did you see? I really do enjoy the new ones. I think my favorite mega that they were teasing from the trailers was Mega Chimecho. Because Chimecho Folly gets a Psychic Steel type like everybody wanted to have to begin with. So, Mega Chimecho is... Oh, Lucario Z. Yeah, I like Lucario Z. I think I like the... I don't know. Lucario Z is really good because its speed is 151. So it's barely faster than Calyrex Shadow. James deserves a Mega Chimecho. He should have gotten a Mega Carnivine. That would have been really cool, too. Mega Carnivine doesn't exist, by the way. Yeah, 26 days on my older file as opposed to day 82 on this game. Yeah, I really liked Mega Chimecho. Mega Lucario Z. The other ones I really enjoyed that they showed off was Mega Raichu X and Y, even though I prefer Raichu X. It looks more like a Raichu Mega Evolution than Y, which looks like a Pikachu Mega Evolution. Mega Carnivine feels like it would be similar to Mega Victory Bell, which James could also have. Mega Victory Bell's mixed offenses are definitely don't write it off. Like what 138 offenses for Mega Victory Bell is really good. I really enjoy the stats. I also enjoy is the fact that Mega Starmie is probably going to get huge power for the ability because it has a 140 base stat total increase like Medicham and Mawile because they don't have abilities in this game. I'm not there to the story yet. I got the DLCs today, so I'm looking forward to it. Mega Starmie is... Okay, I don't care if anybody thinks Mega Starmie looks bad. I love it. Starmie's animations are hilarious. It's just a giant noodle star is what it is. But yeah, the fact that also it's going to be specialized more as physical attack as opposed to special attacks. It's going to be a very good mixed attacker. And it's very fast, too. Chrissy is here. Foxling is here, too. If that thing ran up behind me, I'd shit myself. Okay, if there was one Mega Evolution that you would be scared of it approaching behind you, what would it be? Would it be Mega Starmie? I think the one Mega that I would be scared of it showing up behind me, I can't tell you what it is because you haven't seen it yet. But Mega Starmie. If it's any Mega Evolution from the base game, it's probably going to be Mega Starmie. For me, too. Because just having him just show up behind you doing that superhero pose like he does is going to be kind of crazy. I guess we could get the randomizer set up, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the randomizer right now. I just got done playing this today, so... Yeah, Chrissy, we were talking about the next retro achievement game I was going to be playing. We're going to be playing Legend of Dragoon for the retro achievement list. Thanks. I know people have been watching me on my VODs. Yeah, we ended up actually first trying the final bosses in the soda fountain area, which is really cool. Oh my gosh, it's Shinryu. Yeah, we're going to be playing Legend of Dragoon Shinryu. You excited? We're going to be doing 100% on that one, too. So, anybody who knows their additions, you can start yelling that up. I literally set up a randomizer right up in the game because when Aegis showed up in my chat. That's a possibility. I like chat. Okay, I don't really yap very much though because I'm mostly yapping while playing gameplay because I'm terrible at yapping while playing the game, I feel. So, actually sitting down around chatting for a little bit, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, then you also finished Final Fantasy VI today too. Foxley beat FF6. So, are you going to be going straight to FF7, or are you going to be having something in the interim, I guess you could say? Yeah. Foxling has been playing the first 6 Final Fantasies on Pixel Remastered version. Which, I guess I could be overdue for another Final Fantasy game, but I don't really feel like... See, if I was going to be doing another Final Fantasy game pretty soon, it was going to be FF2 next, the PSP version. Foxley did all the Pixel remasters, and that's so cool. I think it's also especially impressive how you did FF1 and FF2 on that, because I think those are like the hardest iterations. The final boss in FF1 is the hardest at that version because he has his HP buff from the GBA version onwards, but you don't have all that extra stuff to beat him with. You'll be playing Child of Light before you start FF7. How long is Child of Light? My favorite part is somehow reading chat while playing the game flawlessly. Ruined immediately whenever I notice and start paying attention to the game again. Yeah, it's tricky. So yeah, like I'm sure a lot of my streamer friends, I think everybody in the chat right now is a streamer friend, but being able to actually read the chat flawlessly and having your focus on your gameplay. See, Musashi wasn't really that hard because I would be able to glance. See, what I do is I do this thing where I glance at the chat immediately and then be able to just read off what it was from my memory and just hopefully I have a right train of thought whenever I'm talking about it. You got it gifted to you, and I was told maybe I might really like it, so I'm gonna give it a try. Hang on, I'm gonna look up Child of Light. I don't have shit going on right now, so let me see if I got Child of Light pulled up on Google. Yeah, this is a great set. What a hell of a good set. Child of Light. Oh, this looks like a Ni no Kuni kind of game. Yeah, it looks like Ni no Kuni, but it looks like a side-scroller, too. I don't know. Ni no Kuni and like an Ori and the Blind Forest gameplay kind of thing. That's what it looks like. Yeah, this looks like a Ni no Kuni game. It's like the same art... Is it the same art style? Hang on, is this the same guys? No, it's not the same developers. Okay. Yeah, level 5 is who did Ni no Kuni. You need to finish Ni no Kuni. I don't know, it's not... I would play it if it wasn't considered too new to be a retro game. So, let me tell you... Okay, so I'll tell you what's on my... So, there is a want to playlist that you can pull up on your Retro Achievement profile. I'm going to take a look at that. Yeah, Studio Ghibli. So I got Legend Dragoon, I have Pokemon Stadium 2, SimCity, Star Fox, Super Mario Kart, Smash Bros, and Ocarina of Time. But I've already done most of those games on stream. Probably what I'll end up doing after Legend of Dragoon is I might do Star Fox again for the Retro Achievement run. And then we might move on to, like, say, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I'm not really sure what's going on yet. There's a whole bunch of games I want to do for Retro Achievements. Yeah, Smash Bros, I don't know. Smash Bros seems like a high ceiling cap that I wouldn't want to stress myself out with on stream either. SimCity is basic. Stadium 2 is bullshit because that's the game where you have to beat all those cups with rentals on round 2. So that's really tough too. Ocarina is also a really one too. We need to yap about when you can backseat me through Crash again. Let's do it right now. No, actuality, what are you going to be free? When are you going to be free in the next year? I guess I could do Ocarina. Thing is, Ocarina is such a short game. You go boot up Crash right now. Let's boot up Crash Bandicoot. In all seriousness, though, for the next Crash game I'm going to be doing on stream, it's going to be towards my birthday. And I'm going to be doing Wrath of Cortex, which that's a lot of people's first introduction to the Crash series. So, yeah, I definitely burped. I definitely pooped myself out with Crash Bash, though. If I wasn't in bed, we could play it for Yeah, let's do it in January. I know I have to finish up... I'm going to be finishing up Dokapon this weekend. I want to do... I think I'm doing an off-stream thing with Megan in January. We're going to be doing a synchronized... one of those linked games where you can get items from a game and it's supposed to be an item from somebody else's game. I don't remember what that is called exactly. No, it's an archipelago. Yeah, they've been doing an archipelago, and I might be doing one with her. Crash Bash is a classic. Yeah, it's a classic until you start doing fucking single player on 200%. Holy shit. Okay, if I was able to find somebody who would do the co-op... Hang on, I don't think there's a co-op anymore on the RA set, because there was a multiplayer co-op set that they took off. If there was somebody who was able to be like doing that with me, I would do that. And I think the only person I could probably think about doing that with who would take a reasonable amount of time would probably be Ari. But Ari's been playing Elden Ring. My favorite Crash game is the original, specifically the Insane Trilogy version. See, the thing about the Insane Trilogy version that pisses me off is the hitboxes are way too rounded for me. How they're like just basic squares. As long as you make contact with the square the right way, you get your outcome that you desire. Like, especially with the turtle shells. But you can be on a turtle shell and just fall straight off into its head and get hurt in the Insane Trilogy. They did a wonderful job upscaling the graphics and the gameplay of everything else, but the hitboxes I wasn't really a fan of. My Musashi random is Archipelago. Oh, so it could be linked up with what other games? Hang on. If it's got Archipelago, maybe you could actually branch it out with other games too. We can DM the details, but I'm totally down for a GB Crash session. What would you do a Crash Bash session with me? We could do net play on Duck Station if you wanted to. Yeah, gosh, Adventure 2-player would be quite a bit less stressful than the other, so. Never. Yeah, it's most apparent in the first game. Whenever you try to get on anything in Archipelago. Hang on, I'm gonna look up Archipelago. I can't spell Archipelago right. Yeah, there are some people who have. They also have a Archipelago randomizer 2 players. Oh no, that's Metroid Fusion Deathlink. That's something else entirely different. I have no idea how to set that up. But if you're, yeah, so there is a net play build of Duck Station that somebody has developed that I could probably link to you. Crash Bash randomizer. Yeah, can you imagine like your levels being randomized and every level that you do is freaking embolism? Man, I would hate that. Or every item that you get for a reward, you get a platinum relic, which would be kind of nice. I give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing I do not like about Brave Fencer Musashi, well, okay, sorry, 9 out of 10, but 2 things I don't like. One, there's no map system, which I would really like, which I know that you're working on for the randomizer. And I think the early game is kind of tough, because having a single jump instead of a double jump kind of makes things kind of difficult to platform. D-pad direction randomizer. That sounds like a better way to go to hell than that. But I know the Archipelago that we've been working to get hooked up was going to be having games like Super Mario Land 2. I know Megan's really big on Zelda randomizers, Ocarina. I know, I don't think Majora's Mask is a part of that. I know Super Mario World is. And I know Link to the Past is too. So if I did the Archipelago with her, I probably would do Link to the Past. I know Pasta also recommended, it was the randomizer with Super Metroid and Zelda 3, which is Link to the Past. And I remember we were talking about how it was really cool how you got 2 swords. I got 2 swords like back to back. I think I got the tempered sword and the golden sword like back to back. Which is really cool. But I don't know enough about Metroid to make that feasible for me. I hate floundering in a game I don't know. See, I always assume when people play Archipelagos, it's the games that they're familiar with. I could probably read them. Oh my gosh. No. No, no, no. If you mean like the ability to jump period, that's a freaking terrible. Well, it's probably a really good idea if people like that. But you could like really soft lock yourself if you take away the ability to jump period, though. Because if somebody gets to the Twin Mountains at that point without jumping, they can't get past it. But double jump that early would be really nice. My eye is bothering me. Oh yeah, if you're going to bed now, Chrissy, I hope you get some good rest. We're probably gonna be raiding out here pretty soon. Be perfectly honest with you. I know people have been clambering for a randomizer, but I just want to just come in and do the finale of this. There's already a randomizer for losing Lumina. What the? So you would never get Lumina back after that then? Well, that means that there'd be some stuff that'd be impossible then. So I would hope there's a setting where it would give you the option to not get soft lock, or they always give you what you need. That would be kind of nice. If they put Lumina before a point where you would need Lumina to like open up a scroll, then that would be a lot better. Who's live, by the way? Hang on, I'm gonna poke my head around and see who's live. Who is live? Oh, you know what? Oh, she's playing Dispatch. I don't ever get a chance. I rated her a little while ago. Let me turn the volume off and I'll see if we can find any options. Specifically at the start of the game. Who is live right now? Is she going to be on for a while? Hang on. You know, I've never rated Zofar either. She's doing a randomizer right now. Or on the Discord instead of the website, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I need to take a look at that. Yeah, I want to take... what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to boot up... I'm going to probably boot up the randomizer here and see what we got going on. I want to poke my head through it first. Space Robot's playing Alone in the Dark. I feel like I'm going to get the most response from rating the dude. Let me... She's been on for a little while, and she just rated. Okay, yeah. I'm going to wait till her ads are over, because she just got some ads going, and then we're going to go and rate the dude, because I don't think I have rated into her, gosh, in a long time. She is doing... I think she's doing a Zelda... She's playing Ocarina. I think she's playing Ocarina. I don't know what's going on. No, she's just chatting. She's just chatting right now. But yeah, I don't think she's going to be ending for a little while, so... Yeah. I definitely want to go ahead and poke my head over there. Yeah, Ship of Arcanian. So my friend Megan, she was doing the archipelago with like 10 people. That was one of them. The one guy was doing Ship of Arcanian. I would be most interested in Super Mario World or Link to the Past when it comes to the archipelago. She sent me all the setup too. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and raid in for... Oh, no. She went to BRB. Yeah, I'm going to raid the Nadoot, but I'll wait till she gets back. I'm not sure what they're doing besides just chatting it up, but... If you guys don't know Nadoot, she is freshly minted partner, though, so if you guys... I know a lot of people like to gravitate towards partner streamers, and that's a good place to do it. Randomizer also has a surefire way to know whether or not the randomizer is functioning properly. Musashi's hair color is randomized? What other colors of his hair did you put in there? Yeah, I'm gonna try this randomizer out for sure, but I'm gonna probably do it off camera and see what it looks like first. Man, I'm actually really excited for Legend of Dragoon. I'm gonna make an announcement on my Blue Sky, by the way. Whenever we do Legend of Dragoon, we're gonna be I have to get the achievement, my roadmap set up when it comes to that, too. Oh, gosh, we have some people there I don't really like. That'd be alright. I do it for Nadoot. Nadoot is really cool, and it's worth rating it into. There's a few good options, but you can also choose a custom color, so infinite colors. So I said that like a British person. I would really enjoy being able to actually make Musashi hair like green. Well, not green, because it would clash too much with some of the greenery in Twin Mountain. Okay, she's back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and raid off for the night. I know it's a short stream, but we ended up pulling it off rather quickly with some aplomb, as some people would say. I am gonna raid into Nadoot, so if you guys do get left behind on Twitch on the raid, Nadoot is who we're raiding off to. Really big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. She is doing the last stream of the year, just chatting up with her community, and I think she is a very good egg. So go ahead and grab a raid or a sub-raid message. We're probably going to come back with Legend of Dragoon next stream. As far as when we're going to be playing Legend of Dragoon, I'm not... We could do it as early as tomorrow. I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I tell you what. Since it's such a short stream today, let's come back tomorrow if my mom or my parents don't have anything planned out for me to do. So we could potentially come back tomorrow with Legend of Dragoon, or we could do that Sunday after... the collab with Kevo. So yeah, thanks for the raid, Lightstorm. I appreciate talking about that with you guys. Oh, hang on, is she raiding out? No, she's just talking. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna raid into Nadoot. I don't care if we're gonna be basically raiding into somebody who's getting done, but I don't think she's gonna be done for a while. So yeah, I like Nadoot. Again, very good egg. Okay, yeah, she's not raiding out. Okay. All right, yeah, we're gonna raid into Dude. I'm not sure when I'm gonna be back, but hopefully here pretty soon. I would love to start doing some Legend of Dragoon. So as long as I know that my parents aren't going to be doing anything special tomorrow or Sunday, then we should be okay. I love how Saribot pipes that shit in twice. Okay, again, very good finale. I give this game a solid 9 out of 10. A couple of things I gripe about, but overall, it was a very great experience. I really also cannot wait to see what the randomizer is going to be looking like for me. So, yeah, I want to see what the actual randomizer stuff looks like. So, I'll do it in my off time. I'll tell you what the seed looks like, and then I will tell you about how that's going to be as far as gameplay, or I just get completely screwed by the RNG. Oh, she's playing Minecraft. Okay, she's playing Minecraft. So that's a great place to walk into. Alright, I will maybe hopefully see you guys tomorrow. If I'm not, you're going to see me probably Sunday or Tuesday. I don't know. I'm a very open-ended person when it comes to my schedule. Alright, say hi to Dude. If you guys don't say hi to Dude, I will actually come after you like I always do if you don't follow somebody. So, alright, see you guys. Bye.